Okay, so let me show you what I've been working on. This is pretty exciting. You can probably see it on your screen right now, but here's what it looks like. Obviously, we still need to sit down and figure out what all this wording is, but in effect, this is the site here. As you can see, I've changed some of the search engine optimization with your name, and I'll show you what is so cool about that and how this is going to help you out in the long run. So obviously here's the entire landing, what's called a landing page. I've showed you this before, so this is kind of a part 2, and you'll see some of the changes that I've made and what it's going to do for you in the background. I won't show you all the background stuff, but I'll show you what you should expect to see within your email or any other things. So obviously here's the site. Once we scroll down, you'll see the video will start playing and all that good stuff. And then this is still the same here. So let's just say somebody landed on this. Let's just say, for instance, you sent this to your entire email list and said, "Hey guys, send this out to your friends, and whoever purchases a house from me, they get their name put into a hat so they could be drawn to win that Cabo trip that you had talked about." So let's just say, yeah, they send it out to a bunch of friends, and a friend opens the site and they see this. And by the way, if you look at the HTTPS here, how it has my name. That is going to change. I'll make an adjustment to that, and I just noticed that right now. I have fixed this up here, which is the tamorahweiss.com. So I'll show you how cool that is in a minute. But rambling on. So so they say, yeah, let me check this out. I want my free guide. So they'll go ahead and click here, and then they'll get this pop-up here. Obviously, the pop-up keeps showing up with that email in there because it's a sample. But this is what it'll look like when they get it. So it'll show the word email address, so they'll type in their email address. So it'll be like this. Let me type it in real quick. Let me make sure that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, at gmail.com, and then they'll select send me my free guide. Excuse me if I sound a little bit muffled. My allergies are kicking my butt right now. I don't know why, but so then it'll go to the next page. And I don't know if you noticed it on the last sample that I sent you, the optimization wasn't in there, so it wasn't showing up your name as far as your website. So it is now, as you can see. And then here's the message, here's your free guide. I created a cover for you that you saw earlier, and it's like, hey, Tamara Weiss wrote a book on, how to homestage, and this is your book. This is something that you've authored. And it's a quick little book, as you've already seen, but I'll show you what it looks like and all that good stuff. So here's the stuff that they'll read and all that good stuff, and then they'll just kind of like scroll up and down if they want to, and then they'll be like, oh wow, they'll read this, ready to see a home. If you're already identified a home, they'll be like, yeah, I've already identified a home. So they'll click on this right here, and then this will pop up. And obviously, let me empty this out. This will all be gone right here. And I'm still kind of fighting through this whole email, just having to enter it a second time because they've already entered it the first time. So some people might be like, wait a minute, I've already entered it once. But, things can change. So you and I need to talk about that and see if we need to put the email address in there. And like I told you before, these 3 are mandatory entries and the property address is not. So let's just say, for instance, they have everything. They said, yeah, let me just look at it. So they'll type in their name. Oh, and they'll type in their email address again. You love that email address, don't you? And then they'll type in their phone number, which, all realtors love, right? So you can contact them or email them and all that good stuff. And if they do have a property that they're interested in, they would type it in. So I'm going to type in a property. And I don't want to get this too lengthy, Tamara, because I don't want to create something that calls for a full a breakdown, because then there would be 127 and then apply a circle and then at least so it'd be address, city, state, zip. That'd be another 4 fields that they have to fill out. So I think this is good right now. This is just kind of like an open text. They can type in whatever. So If they don't have the exact address or something similar, then you know what, it's close enough and maybe you can get lucky. But at the end of the day, as long as you got their name, email address, and their phone number, you can always reach them, because you'd be like, hey, Hilario, I just got your contact information and it looks like you're interested in a home. Now, you did give me an home address, but it's I can't seem to find it. Let's just clarification. So, you know, that's a nice icebreaker to kind of start the conversation. Or if it is the right address, it's even better to break that ice by saying, you know what, I already looked at it and this is what they're asking. And I think, you know, you do your magic. You do what you got to do. But then, you know, they can also see another video of you where you're saying thank you for all that good stuff. And then, you know, they can even read more about what satisfied clients are saying, which was already there before, you know, but I just wanted to show it to you again. So, you know, they see all of that, and then they just hit the contact me now, and then it goes to the next page. I'm sorry, it's a little slow right now. It's normally not this slow. And then there's a thank you, and then look at this. Bam. Did you notice that? So first, the thank you pops up. We received your contact request, so we'll be in touch with you shortly. And then there's a note saying, prefer to speak now? No problem. Give me a call. You know, we can change the wording, but you let me know if you like that wording. And then there's your work phone number. So if this is like super hot and they're like, you know what, somebody's about to put a deal in it, they've already done all the homework for you. So all you got to do now is be like, well, they called me, so this is a super hot lead. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the paperwork started and let's start selling. So that's one way that, you know, they can contact you. So that kind of reduces all the, you know, you got to call them back or whatever. You got to try to gather information. So this is what I talked about with a super hot lead, a very hot lead, a hot lead, you know, medium lead, you know, all the way down to a cold lead, which is, you know, like a cold call. You know, you will never ever be making cold calls again if you don't want to. So, you know, this popped up first, and then there was a quick little delay. I think I set it for 7 seconds. Of course I did. And then this pops up here so they can give you a call. So here's the cool stuff. And once again, here's the advertisement. This is search engine optimization. So let me show you what that is about. So if somebody says, man, who's this tamorahweiss lady? Look what happens now. They'll go to their Google, and then they'll type in tamorahweiss. And look what happens. Sorry, my computer's a little too slow right now. Look at that. You're the very first one to show up, so you're on top of the list. So it's you. It's not another tamorahweiss, because there's thousands of you out there, believe it or not. But it's not a tamorahweiss from Germany. It's not a tamorahweiss from Hungary. It's tamorahweiss that does real estate. So that's one of the things that I want to show you. That was really cool. We'll get away from that, but I just want to show you, you know, some of the search engine optimization stuff that I've done for you. So that's that. And then here's what you're going to see. So in your email, let's just say hypothetically this is your inbox right here. Let me refresh this. So in your email, you'll get notifications saying, you know, there's going to be 2 notifications. And this is another thing that I did for you. You'll get a notification when somebody requests your ebook, and that's just a nice to know. And then you'll get a notification when somebody expects a callback. And that's the difference that I wanted to show you here, Tamara, is the fact that the ebook, yeah, it's cool. Hey, they selected the ebook and they're a hot lead, but, you know, they're probably going to look at and read through the ebook and all that good stuff and then go from there. But these people that gave you information for a callback, check this out. Well, it's going to show up on both of them, but let's just say these were 2 different people. This is what you're going to see on the callback notification. And this will go straight to your tamara@tamorahweiss.com email. And then it'll say, hi there, you have a new subscriber to your campaign, blah, blah, blah. There's their email address. Here's the address that they typed in. Oh, sorry, this popped up. Wasn't expecting that, sorry. There's their email address. Here's the address that they're looking at. So right off the bat, you already have the home that they're thinking about. Here's their name, and then here's their phone number. So you can right away give them a call and be like, hey, Hilario, I see that you're interested in 127 Ply Circle, Aliso Viejo, blah, blah, blah. You know, let's take a look and see what we can do for you. You know, so that's what you'll get. And then the drip notification that somebody requests for your ebook is just a simple notification. Obviously, I was the same person, so all these particulars showed up. If this was a different individual and they didn't make it all the way to the next step, the only thing that would show up would be their email address. But email addresses are still good to have, because there's other things that I want to do with you that would be amazing to utilize their email address. Like, they might not be ready to purchase a home now, but if you show them pictures of homes that you're currently showing, or show dates or whatever, you know how you talked about not having engagement within Instagram? Here's your engagement right here. Email marketing 101. Okay? So, this is your email address, and this is what the customer, Lala17, blah, 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 would get on his email address, and he or she would see this right here. Let me get to it. Let me refresh this. And then this is what they would get. And, okay, so one of them says tamorahweiss Realtor, and the other one just says tamorahweiss, so I'll fix that. But if you look at, here's the greetings email. So this is the person that just opted in for the book, and they said, all I want is the book. So somebody opens up the email, and then here's what they get. Voila. Welcome. Thank you so much for your request. Please click on the ebook below for your free guide. So here's that guide that we talked about that you made available to them. Lastly, to help ensure you receive future emails, please add us to your safe senders list. And I like putting that on there because sometimes there's emails that go straight to spam, and one way to avoid it is to make sure that this is good to go. And then obviously then here you're giving your name again, and your title, and your credentials, and then a nice little badge, your crest, your emblem. And you let me know if you like that or not. But here's the cool thing. So here's the book, and you're like wondering, okay, well, here's the book, and it says click on the link. Look at this right here. They click on this, and look what they get. Sorry, my computer's super slow. It's normally not this slow, but it's just acting really slow right now. So then they get this. Go. Ready, go. Ready, go. There it is. Look. And it's in PDF form, so it looks a lot better. I'm sure when you saw it in Word, the coloring up here wasn't that great. So it's a nice little 5-page report, and it talks about preparation, decluttering, all that good stuff. And then they can just go down the list, and then they can get ideas for themselves, as far as how to make their home and get their home ready for a sale. So that's the book there. That's what they get. And then they can download it to the computer and keep it, or do whatever they want with it. So in other words, that's their choice. So that's what they get. So let me go ahead and close this right here. Go back to the inbox. And then let's say this same person is the one that said, hey, I want to call back. So then they'll click on this, and there's the email coming from you. I think I'll fix that. I don't know if I'll leave tamorahweiss/realtor on there, or if I'll just do tamorahweiss. I'll talk to you about it and see what you think, or what you want. And then, they'll open this up, and then look at this. Now it's personalized. It says, greetings, Hilario. I will be reaching out to you within the next 24 hours. But here, this is just a test run. So we're going to word it with whatever you want to word it in there. But I just wanted to show you that once they type in their name, now it's personalized. Now it's like, okay, I know their name. Other things that we can put in there is, greetings, Hilario. I see you're interested at property, and then we'll put the property name. I'll give you a call back at this number, and it'll show their phone number. And then I'll be reaching out to you within the next 24 hours or whatever time frame you decide that you want to do. So that's what I wanted to show you, and that's that. So this is what it looks like now, and this is all done. And like I said, there's a few things that we need to change. We need to sit down and talk and change as far as the wording. But other than that, it looks pretty good if you ask me. This is going to be a great, great, great way for you to be able to reach your clients and have super, super hot leads versus, cold calling, and, this is going to be dangerous. And all this stuff can be ran as banner ads and Facebook ads and all that good stuff, and I'll show you how. I'm going to do that later, but I just wanted to show you this and show you how cool this was. Hopefully you like it, and if you have any questions, give me a call. All right, bye.